Hi, in this video I'm going to walk you through Utopia Island, a story about the evolutionary concept of speciation. Imagine yourself traveling back in time, 6 million years. At this point in history, volcanoes are erupting on the floor of the Pacific Ocean, creating many new islands on the surface above. You are transported to two of these islands, Utopia Major and Utopia Minor. Some of the first inhabitants of Utopia Major are a group of flies, blown over on a strong wind from a nearby continent. They have clear wings, red eyes, and can tolerate a temperature range from 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The fly. Stats: clear wings, red eyes, tolerates temp of 60 to 90 degrees. Strengths: fearless warrior, irritating to humans. Weaknesses: fly swatters, bug spray, sweet tooth. Over the next several thousand years, a volcano on Utopia Major erupts many times. It gradually creates a high ridge, dividing the island into north and south portions. The ridge is a permanent barrier. Mutations in DNA, changes in the environment, and natural selection events cause the fly populations to evolve over time. They develop different traits in a process called speciation. The original fly population, A, over time became three different populations or species, M, N, and O. Evolution is a long and complex process, and to know how this happened, we can use a flowchart to help keep track of all the populations in between A and O. In the key for the flowchart, boxes are populations of flies. They can inhabit these four locations. They are identified with a letter, and they can have the following traits. Let's look at an example. This is fly population A. It is located in Utopia Major. These flies have clear wings, red eyes, and can survive in temps from 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. There are three event types that can happen to these populations. Geographical separation causes one population to become two. Mutations cause genetic differences between two groups. Environmental changes cause one group to be more reproductively successful than another. As you watch, you should draw what you see as it appears. Make sure you leave enough room in each box to write a wing color, eye color, and temperature range. After an event causes a change in populations, you should pause the video and fill in the information for the new populations. Keep in mind, the population changes in the flowchart will take place over many thousands of years. A geographic event will split a population into two, but that does not cause a change in traits. A mutation event will split a population into two, where some look the same as before and some have the new trait. A natural selection event will favor one of two populations, and over time, the two populations will only resemble the traits that were favored. According to the story, our first population, A, has clear wings, red eyes, and can live in temperatures between 60 and 90 degrees. It occupies Utopia Major, which I'll color in orange. The first event that occurs is geographic. A volcanic ridge forms and divides Utopia Major into north and south. This divides population A into two. Population B inhabits the north, which I'll color in light blue. And population C inhabits the south, which I'll color in darker blue. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for these new populations, B and C. For now, we'll continue by focusing on the population from Utopia Major North. The next event affects population B. A mutation allows some flies to survive in temperatures up to 105 degrees. This splits the population into two new ones, D and E. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for these new populations. The population that looks the same as before will be D, and the population with a new trait will be E. The next event affects populations D and E. A heat wave raises the temperature in the area to 102 degrees. Some flies are successful in this environment, and some are not. The survivors become population H. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for the new population H. The next event affects population H. A mutation causes some flies to have white eyes. This splits the population into two new ones, K and L. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for these new populations. The population that looks the same as before will be K, and the population with a new trait will be L. The next event affects populations K and L. A new predator on the island is a species of bird that prefers to eat flies with red eyes instead of those with white eyes. Some flies are successful in this environment, and some are not. The survivors become population N. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for the new population N. Now let's go back in time and see what happens with population C in Utopia Major South. The first event to affect population C is geographic. Major winds blow some of this population all the way to Utopia Minor. This splits the population into two new ones, F, which inhabits Utopia Major South, and G, which inhabits Utopia Minor. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for these new populations, F and G. It turns out that for population F, no significant geographic, mutation, or natural selection events have occurred since the windstorm. Because it is now much later in time, let's call the current population O. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for this new population O. But population G will experience an event. A mutation causes some of the flies to have striped wings. This splits the population into two new ones, I and J. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for these new populations. The population that looks the same as before will be I, and the population with a new trait will be J. The next event affects populations I and J. It turns out that females in both populations prefer to mate with males with striped wings. Over time, because of the reproductive success of striped males, the population becomes population M. Pause the video here and fill in the traits for the new population M. Instructors may email me for a key to this flowchart. That's all there is for this video. I hope it is helpful.